Hey folks, beautiful day today. So when I went out on my night tour, I noticed my taillights weren't working again. And with my four-ways, only one of the lights on the back was working. So I know I have a bad plug in there, so I started playing with the wires. Got the lights to work, but not for long. Unfortunately, I caused another issue by doing that. And whatever that problem was that I had before, with the ES950 suddenly stopping, I brought that back. So it got really, really annoying. Yesterday was bad. It kept stopping halfway across the street. So I couldn't remember what that actual issue was. The last time it happened, I was sitting with Reg. I went to the post office because I hadn't been there in like a week. And on my way back, it stopped again in the middle of the road. So I pushed the scooter across and started playing with the plugs on the controller, and it woke up. Now I remember what it was. So it hasn't done that since. I haven't had an issue with it, so hopefully I've got that fixed. So I went out last night and I come back. I now have the new tires and new back tires for the Monster. That was quick. And I also have the proper ball joints. The right. So I guess you could say I have the right ball joint. So I now have 4 lefts and 2 rights. Interesting, huh? So, sorry guys, I'm just so worn out. I haven't been awake for very long. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'm making progress on the Monster here. It's just taking too long. I want to get it back on the road. I got so much left to do. So the charger's still on its way. I had to pay for shipping twice because they're coming from 2 different locations. I already told you that, I think. So that's all I'm waiting for now, is just the charger. I got everything I need, I think, to finish. I hope. I looking at the forecast. It's all in the teens. Beautiful. So perfect for working out here. Mornings might be a little bit chilly, but there are storms coming. I haven't paid attention to when. There's a lot more storms that are going to be developing. I don't know which ones will affect us here and which ones won't. But I did see rain in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, I think. Doesn't look like much, but that's where I saw the rain icons anyways. I think so. I'm not sure what else to talk about. So I got the nuts for my bolts. I don't know where, because if you remember, I was going to use these bolts for the rear fender. I had nuts that fit them, but they're smaller than the nuts that I have here, so I don't know. So I went out and bought 10 of them. I have 10 of these bolts, so I bought 10 lock nuts. I don't know where I got the idea that I had the nuts for them already. Apparently I had one to fit. I don't know. But I have them now anyways. Because these are, excuse me, these are the normal nut bolt combinations that I use. I have lots of these little bolts, different lengths, 3 different lengths, and a whole bunch of nuts. They're way too small. So I don't know where those other nuts came from. I just don't get it. So the right side's completely fixed now. You'll see that on Thursday, a couple of days from now. I got the parts, I got the wheel bearings ready to be put in. Everything's painted right now on the back of my chair here, hanging from it. Waiting for them to dry, and then I can put everything together. And the right side is done. I can start working on the left. I discovered, don't leave these outside in the winter. They don't work anymore. I was gonna spray a couple of the parts, be easier than using the brush, but no, they didn't want to work. So I don't know if it clumped up or what. But it didn't work anymore anyways. I'm really not sure what else to say. I haven't been doing a lot of touring because of, not wanting to push, and it gets so annoying. It's driving along, it just stops, and it's not like the Monster. It stops dead. The Monster it'll slow down and come to a stop. It just stops. Tires lock up, and with the extra big batteries on the floor, it's really difficult to get on and off it, so it takes me a while to get off, and then I have to turn the key off because there's still power to the motor. It's really, really hard to push if I had the key on, so I have to turn it off so it freewheels, and it takes time to do that, and there's almost always a car waiting for me. It's like, go ahead, I got a problem. So I got home last night, or yesterday. I got in after doing work out here. I went in, and a couple hours, 3 hours, something like that went by. Fire department got a call. A gas leak downtown. It's not accidental. It was an intentional gas leak, and somebody was suicidal, threatening to blow himself up. So I went back out. I knew where it was. I'm hoping it's not who I think it was. I don't know the person, but I know who lives there. And it's an apartment building, so, it may or may not be. But it's the same building where Reg and I sit in front of. So I knew where it was. So I went out to far end there.
Fire, please respond at the request of OPP between John and Patrick Street East for a report of a possible gas leak. Caller can hear hissing from the water heater. The party is refusing to leave and is now threatening to light a cigarette. He is stating possible suicide by gas leak. OPP and ambulance also attending. North Huron Wing on fire, please respond.
sat and watched from a distance, just in case. Thankfully, nothing happened. It was resolved pretty quickly, actually, so that was good news there. So, something else. Oh yeah, like I said, I think I have that problem fixed now with the ES950 suddenly stopping, because I didn't have an issue the whole time I was out last evening. Didn't have an issue at all. I really don't think I have anything else to talk about. Nothing. It'll be a really short update today. I can't think of anything at all. I'm looking through my videos before I come out to see what to talk about, and there's really nothing. Most of what I've been doing is working on the monster, and you see that in my project videos. So I guess I can ask, I've been stopping at around the 30-minute mark. I try not to make videos longer than that. Sometimes I have to, but... So I have a question. If it comes to the point where I need to make the project videos longer, because I have lots of content, I can, but around the 30-minute mark I'm finding areas where I can actually stop. Kind of a natural break spot, I guess you could say. So that's what I've been doing. So if I need to, is it okay if I make a longer video for that? And what would be the limit? Now, I'm not crazy about putting out hour-long videos of anything, but there are times when that happens. It's not avoidable sometimes, but this I actually have a little bit of control over. So I was just wondering what would be the limit if I did go over half hour. But like I say, so far I've been able to stop a half hour because I've been finding natural breakpoints in that area. So it's been working out that way. And one thing I can talk about. Kind of project related. I'm not sure what to do about these screws, guys. So this one is splitting just like the other one, same place too. That's where the other one broke, that exact same place. But these screws, this one's come loose. I have to tighten that. That's why this fender's rattling. But I gotta weld that up anyways, and I really don't want to do that with this attached because I don't want to melt the fender. But I can't move these screws. They're screwed into plastic. I can't heat them up. I don't know what to do. So I soaked them in liquid wrench yesterday, hoping to free them up a little bit. But if I put too much force on them, I'm going to wreck the heads of the screws, and then I can't do anything. I'm screwed that way. So I'm not sure what to do. There's no paint left on them whatsoever. They're all rust now, so I want to get them painted up. They're really, really thin. Very thin steel. So I don't know what to do. So I'm going to try again today. They got like I said, they've been soaking in liquid wrench for a while, overnight. Other than that, I'm not sure what else to do with them. How to fix that problem. Okay, well I can't think of anything else, guys, so I guess I will end here and find something to show one of my tours before I start having issues. I don't know. Okay, hey, give a quick update. I'll show today's tour. I went for a fairly good tour today. Issues still happening with it stopping. It's really ticking me off. It always happens when I'm crossing the street. get down at the bottom of the hill here, and everything so far to that point was good. I'm waiting across the road. There's a lot of traffic. Somebody stops to let me go. I start going, and scooter stops. And every time, crossing the street, it shuts off halfway across. Just ticking me off. But I went up to, I didn't come up the park trail, but I was going to come into where the trailer park entrance was, and just kind of go through that little bit at the end there and head up to the river. And I noticed it was fenced off. I'm thinking, oh, they must be starting to work. Go up the other end, and no trespassing signs all over the place, and all the trees have X's on them, so they're going to be cutting all the trees down. On my way back, there's someone there, he's cutting. So I asked him, well, I said to him, I take it the land's been sold? Apparently it was sold yesterday. So that was quick. And it sells, and they're starting to work already. So I guess that's going to be closed off for a little while. I don't know what they're going to be doing in there. I just remember that it was specified whoever buys the land, they have to keep access to the trail. That's the only thing I remember. So I don't know if houses will be going in there or what. I guess we'll find out soon. So I just wanted to get that little update. So, sitting up at the river there is just, it's such a beautiful day today. It's so calm, so quiet, peaceful, and nice temperature. So I'll show you that tour now.